you like it or not, AI is here to stay. So you either get with the program or you get left behind. The concept of AI agent has been one that has been very interesting to me, and I managed to learn about it very recently. I've always wanted to hire a personal assistant, someone to help me with my busy life. And I decided, why not build a personal assistant using AI instead of just hiring one? And guess what? I did. So cool, right? I built myself a personal assistant using AI tools that have no code. So I literally did not write any line of code, basically just drag and drop. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build your own personal AI assistant. So this AI assistant literally helps me with like my emails, calendar, YouTube content, and all of those stuff literally like automated. So if you're ready to learn about how to automate all of those repetitive tasks that you've been doing in your day-to-day life, then you should definitely watch this video to the end to learn how to build your own personal AI assistant. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Now, the first thing you need to do is to go to this website, n8n.io. So you could just go to Google and just search n8n.io, and it's going to lead you to this page. Now, this website is like a workspace that allows you to build AI agents. It helps you like build very good workflows that you could use to like automate like your day-to-day activities. Now, interestingly, it's not just for personal use. Businesses can also use this. So here you can see IT ops can onboard new employees, sec ops like DevOps, sales. Literally, you can do a lot here. And you can see here that it has over 400 integrations. So do not just use this platform based on what I show you. Feel free to like explore and maximize as much as you can from this platform. If you're starting, you need to sign in and use like the free trial. Note that after the free trial expires, you would need to pay for it. You could just check that out later. So I already have a workspace. I'm just going to open it up. What you need to do first of all is for you to create a new workflow. So if you click on this button, if you're doing this for the first time, you're not going to see any of this. So just click on create workflow and it's going to open up this page. Now, this is your Canva board that you're going to use to build all the things that you want to build. Amazing, right? Yes. So the first thing you need to do, I have a checklist that I want to follow. I have a checklist, so I'll try to do this. The most important ones for me are these first few, but then if the video is not getting too long, then I'll try to like explain how to do these other ones. But my priority are these first couple of to-dos. So I've done this, show any interface. So I'm going to quickly explain notes, triggers, and workflows. Yes. So the very first thing you need to do is to create a trigger. There are so many options that you can use. You can create a trigger manually. So this is the workflow is activated when you do something, maybe when you click a button or something. You can also do like an on app event. So maybe when something happens in an app, like maybe when somebody sends you a message, so an on app event, then you have like on schedule. So if you want it to run like every day at a particular time. Say you want your personal assistant to send you like your emails by 7 a.m. every day, then you can use this on a schedule. There are so many other ones on form submission. So if the form is submitted, then it should do some things. You can use any of this on chat message, other ways. So I think the one I want to use is on app events because I want to be able to like chat with my personal assistant from an app. So here you have a lot of apps. You have WhatsApp. You can use WhatsApp. You can use Telegram. So many apps. But then I'm going to use Telegram because it's very easy to get like a Telegram API key to use. So these are the options that you have. So I'm going to do on message. So when I click on a message, I want the AI agent to respond to whatever request I am asking for. So I'm going to just click on message. Now here, you set your trigger. You have to connect to an account. So even if I chose WhatsApp, I would have to connect to like a WhatsApp account. So here you need to connect to your Telegram account using Telegram API. So for you to do this, if you're doing this for the first time, of course you're not going to see this. I've already connected mine, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So just click on create new credential, and then it's going to ask you for your access token. So for you to get your access token, click on this link that says open docs. So just open docs here, and then follow the tutorial that it gives. So the tutorial simply says that you should go to get your access token, start a chat with bot father. So if you click on this is going to open up Telegram. Open up Telegram. So this is bot father. This is bot father. So I've done this before. So that is why you're seeing this. But then if you follow the instructions, it tells you enter new bot. So if you enter new bot, don't worry about this. Anything you're seeing here is not going to be up by the time this video is live. So if you enter new bot, you're going to be asked to choose a name for your bot. So you can just choose a name for your bot. My AI personal assistant. So you have to choose a username for your bot, and it must end with bot. So you can just say, so I'm going to just use my name. We reprise AI bots. To make this more readable, I'll just say reprise assistant bot. So you see, congratulations on your new bot. You'll find it here, and then this is your access token. Like I said, this is not going to be used by the time this video is up, so do not bother copying it. And then if you click on this link, this is going to take you to your bot. So you see a bot has been created for you. But then the important thing is the access token. So I'm just going to come here and paste it here and click save. Once it has been saved, you see credentials successfully created, and you see connection tested successfully. So I can now close this, and test, because at the end of the day, every step you make is very important that you test. So please do well to like test every single time after you add like a new tool. So I'm just going to click on test workflow. So I'm just going to type a message, hi, just to see. So if I click on this, you can see that it's actually got the message. The text here is hi. So yeah, we're making progress. We have connected, or we have created our Telegram bot. So you see how easy it is without writing any line of code. Anyways, moving on very fast. Now, since this is Telegram bot, I want to be able to interact with my assistant through text and through voice. I want to be able to send like a voice note, and then the assistant to pick up my message and do what I'm asking it to do. So I'm going to add a switch. Now this switch is going to just operate based on, or like if it is voice, do this. If it is text, do this. So I'm going to first of all connect the text on. So since I already have text, I'm going to say this text should be string. It should exist. So if this exists, so I think I should name this. I'm going to name this. Okay, let me use small letter. I'm going to name this text. So if this is gotten successfully, then it should send the message to the AI agents. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to test it. I'm just going to test step. So it's getting my message. So disconnected successfully. So the second part that I want to connect is the voice. So I'm just going to go back there and add routing rule. So I'm going to rename this to voice. Before I do this, let me send a voice note. So let me send a voice note. So first of all, I have to save and then I'll delete this. So let me send a voice note. Hello, 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 hello. Just testing. So, so it got the voice. So I'm just going to connect this field ID here. So it's going to pick the field ID, and then I'll say string and exist. So this switch is going to check if this is voice or if it is text. If it is voice, it's going to do something. If it is text, it's going to do something else. I hope you're following. Okay, so I'm just going to go out of here. So after you've connected the after you've connected the voice, you've connected the file ID and you're checking that if it exists, it should do something. So the next thing you're going to do, you're now going to add Telegram. So you want to be able to get the file, like the voice file from Telegram. So you're just going to click on get a file. So here your Telegram is already connected, and then get. So what are you getting exactly? So you're going to put the file ID, and now you search for, make sure that it's under switch and then file ID. So you're just going to do this, drag and drop, and make sure that you put it there. So after you've done that, the next thing you need to do is to test it. So I'm just going to save and then I'll delete this. Don't worry, deleting this is not going to delete your main workflow. So just click on test workflow and then I'll send the voice note. Hello, hello, hello. If I click on it, you can see that it got the file. It got the file. Okay. So after I've done this, the next thing I want to do is I want to connect and um, I want to connect a model that will transcribe the voice file into text so that the AI agent can understand what I just said through the voice note. So I'm just going to click on this and then I'll search for OpenAI. So you can use any other um, AI model, but I'm just going to use OpenAI because I have an account there. And then you look for transcribe a recording. So I'll just click on transcribe a recording, and you can see here that it's already getting data. So you don't have to do any other thing. Data is already imputed. So now for the first part, which is credential to connect with, you need to connect to your OpenAI account. So if you already have like a ChatGPT account, you already have like an account with OpenAI. But if your account is new, you have like free $18 worth of what they call it? Is it like usage limit? You have like you have like access to use the models outside of ChatGPT. So you get to use ChatGPT free, but then if you want to use any of the models in like any other application or use case, you need to pay for it. Click on create new credential, click on open docs, and it's going to open the documentation. So you can either create like an OpenAI account. If you already have the account, then just come here and click on open your API keys page. You can just check platform.openai.com/API-keys. So if you don't have any keys, of course, if you're doing this for the first time, you will not have any keys. Just click on create new secret keys. But note that if your account is old, it's going to fail. So to prevent that, just click on the usage page, and then I can't exactly remember how to find like where to top up, but then you need to top up. I'm just telling you in advance, you need to top up. If you have not topped up, it's going to fail. So just in case it fails, remember that I told you need to add a card to be able to use any of the models inside the project outside of ChatGPT. So let me just go back. If I remember how to, I would show you. Or should I just click on create account? No, sign up is not, it's going to take me to the same place. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll just focus on what I'm trying to show you to do. So by the time you create the API key, just copy the secret key and then just paste it here, and it's going to connect your account to that particular OpenAI account. So after you've done that, you just save and you're going to see it here. So I'm just going to test all of this to see if it is working. So I'm going to save. Please always remember to save. Then you can delete, and then I'll test workflow. So I'll send another voice note. Hello, what is the time? So I'm double clicking on this, and you can see that it transcribed the voice note to hello, what is the time? And it is correct. So it means that it has been connected successfully. Now, for the text part, I just want to add one more thing here, which is edit field. So I want to be able to modify whatever um, whatever I put or whatever text is being passed from Telegram. So that I'm just adding this. I'm just adding this. So let me test it quickly. So I'll delete this and I'll save and say testing. But yeah, if I double click on it, you can see testing. You can see testing. I dragged text and I put it in the field so that I'll be able to manually change it later on. So let me just go back and save, delete, and test again. So it's very important that you test after every step so that you know where you have errors and you fix it immediately. So you can see now that I'm able to get the text here. So we have made a lot of progress. We have made a lot of progress. So the next thing I need to do is to add the AI agent. So I'm just going to do that now. So I'm going to add AI agent. Now this AI agent is what I'm now going to use to give the instructions, and then the AI is going to like execute. So here you can add a prompt. Um, so I clicked on add option and then I put system message. So the system message is where I'm going to put all the instructions that I want it to do. So for example, let me give a test. I can say all I can say all text should be in quotes. For example, I just want to be sure that the AI agent is working. After I add it to text, I'm also going to add it, like I'm going to add the voice as well to the AI agent, because both of them, both the text and the voice, should be able to talk to the AI agent. So I'm just going to add that. So let me just test that this is working quickly. Okay, so I think I'll have to resolve this. So no node connected to required input chat model. Oh, okay. So sorry, I did not touch any of the settings here. So source for prompt, I'm going to say define below, because I want to define exactly where it's getting the prompt from. So I'll just click on that, and then you can now put like a prompt message. So I have not added a chat model. So let me add a chat model first of all before I test. So these three options here, you see chat model. So this is the AI model that you want to your AI agent to work with. Then memory is if you want your AI agent to have access to the previous instructions that you've given in the past, then you add like a form of memory. So if you click on this chat model, you're going to see like different options that you can use, from Anthropic, which is where you get Claude. You see DeepSeek, you see Gemini from Google, then you see Open AI chat model. So since I already have an account with OpenAI, I'm just going to connect to my OpenAI chat model. So you select which of them. I'm just going to leave it with this GPT 4 mini. I'm just going to leave it here. Oh, before I try again, I didn't talk about tools. I'll talk about it in a minute. So let me put an output so that I can actually like test it end to end to see that it works. So I'm just going to add an output. Now I'm going to still add Telegram so that it talks back to my personal assistant bot. And then I'm going to put um, send a message. Send a message. So I'm going to say send a message. So whatever the agent is going to get, that's what I'm going to put here. So the chat ID, text, reply none. So chat ID. So I'm going to put, okay. So I think I'll need to test it so I'll be able to get this. But let me just put something here. Say text. Say text. Then after testing, I'll be able to get like the real data. So I'll save this and I'll test. Um, okay, it's waiting for me. So I'll just say, what day is today? If I check, and more of what you want to also know about the text. So this is not connected properly. Okay, so let me try to debug what is the problem. So I think I've missed some steps. So I'll just close this so that my screen is not too busy. So let me start from here. So I've not put in anything here. So I'm going to just connect this to text. So I'll just connect this to, so I'm going to test it to see. I'll test it to see if it works now, at least from this end. So test work. So let's see what month is, what month are we in? So if I check here, it says I'm unable to provide real-time information, including the current date or month. Please check a calendar for that information. So it works. How do I know it works? Because remember I said all text should be in quotes, and you can see here that this is in quotes. So let me just ask another question. What day is today? I'll just do text workflow. Still gave another message. I'm sorry, I can't provide real-time information or track current date. Please check the device calendar for today's date. So much later, I'll try to fix this. But then we can see that it works, like connecting it to this AI agent works. It's getting the text from Telegram. So just one more time, I would like to test with the voice. I'd like to test with the voice to see if it works with the voice. What is today's date? I didn't click on test workflow. So open AI. So let me add this one as well. So I'll add the two of them so that if it's getting from this, it's going to get the message. If it's getting from the voice note as well, it's going to get the message. So I'm going to save this and test the first one again and see if it works. 2 plus 2 is equals to what? I just want to be sure. that everything is working. So here we can see that it got the answer 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. And it is following the instruction that we put here. So let me change this instruction and say all text should be in caps. And I'll save it again and I'll test it again. What is the capital of Gambia? So we can see that the capital of Gambia is Banjo. So it works. It works. So let me try to debug this Telegram. So I'm connecting to the account, resource, message. The operation is send message. So chat ID. I'm going to put instead of um so what do I put here? Chat ID. So let me check for the chat ID. So I'll just put chat ID here. And for the text, I'm going to put this AI output as the text that should be returned. So I put in the chat ID and then I put in the output from the AI agent as the text that should be sent back to my personal assistant AI agent. So let me just test it one more time. I'll save it and test it again. So I can also rename this. Um, rename. I can just call this bot Telegram so that it's not confusing. So I'll just say how many countries are in the world. See, it got the answer as of October 2023. We're in 2025, but then it says there are 195 countries. This includes one nine. Anyways, it gets a response from the AI agent. So it means that everything here is working fine. So now that we have gotten this out of the way, I can now move on to like adding the tools, the specific tools that I need to add. Yeah, I'm excited. At least it worked. So yeah, I talked about memory. If you want your agent to have like memory of all the things that you've done before, then you can add a memory. So you can add simple memory, any of this MongoDB. But then I don't want this. This is not my priority. So let me just focus on tools. Add email tools. So the first tool I want to add, I want my AI assistant to be able to give me a summary of the emails that I get. I want it to be able to give me a summary of my emails. So I'm just going to click on Gmail because I use Gmail, and I'll connect a Gmail account. So just as I've been doing, um, okay, you try to sign in, select the email that you want to use. So I'm just going to say work. Click on select all, give it access. After 6 months, it's going to revoke the access. And after now, you can always revoke access. So connection successful. And then you go back. So you can see here that account has been connected. So that's great. So set automatically. What do you want to do? Operation. I want to be able to get my emails. So I'm going to say get many. So for the limit, you can choose how many emails you want it to get on a go. So just because you're dealing with usage and limits, I'm just going to say 5. But then you can make it to be as much as you want. You can say get the first 50 emails. And if you know that you have like a lot of emails sent to you every day, you can do that. I'm just going to say 5. And so I've added this. So in my AI agent, I'm going to say, I'll add something that says, um, you have a Gmail to connected to you that allows you get access to my emails. Return a summary of the emails in bullet points. So at the end of the day, because you're dealing with AI tools, you need to learn prompting. So how you prompt your AI tool is how it's going to respond to you. So I just wrote as if I was writing to like a human being. But then if you want to prompt better, or if you know how to prompt better, please do well to prompt better. So you just literally add all the instructions that you want your AI agent to execute. You add it here. So maybe later, you can go on to like refine it to perfection. But I'm just going to test and see. So I would save and delete, and then I'm going to test. Please give me a summary of my mails. Mm, of my, I want it to have access to my unread mails. But let me see. I need to set that manually. So you can see that it talked to this Gmail and has sent back. So you can see here, um, you can see here, it got a summary of my unread mails, security alerts, Pinterest. If you check my email, it's just full of Pinterest, and Google. So it literally got this first one, and then it got this one, casual. So you can see that it actually got the emails. But then I think I can further customize this. Get many. I didn't add a label. Did I add a label? So operation gets many. I think I can leave it here. I wanted to see if I could do more from here, but I can't. So I'm just going to leave this here. But I think I can do more. So get many. So let me add property. Yes. So the resource is my message. Operation is get many. Limit, I want it to be 5 for starters. Then I'll add a filter. So label name. So I want it to be able to access my inbox. You can specify what you want it to access, and then unread messages. So if I do this again, I'm expecting to get just one message. So I'll save this, delete and text. What's unread mail? So I have today. Wait for some time and see. So you can see the unread mails that I have today. So you see that everything works. Everything works. Primary. So you can be more specific, to be honest. You can be more specific. So I'm going to add one more tool. I'll add a tool for it to write emails for me. So I can easily like tell it the emails to write. So I'm just going to add a tool and say Gmail again. And then this time around it's going to be send. Yes, so for this, I'm going to make it, let the AI model define this parameter. For the subject, I'm going to also make it so that I don't have to bother about customization. Then for the message, yes, for the message as well, I want the AI to be able to like put it appropriately. So I'm going to test it now. I'm going to test it. You can as well as um, Anyways, let me test it so you see. So save, delete, test workflow. So I'm going to do voice. Send a message to, send an email rather to my friend Beatrice, inviting her to my birthday party on Tuesday by 8 p.m. Beatrice's email is emmaglorypraise@gmail.com, which is EMMAGLORYPRAISE at gmail.com. So wait for you to send. The voice note is a bit long. But then we are pushing our limits, right? We are not just doing something that is very, very simple. So let's see if it works. It's going to transcribe, send it to the AI. So this has come and has executed. So it says, I've sent an email to Beatrice inviting her to your birthday party on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So let me see. Let me see my sent messages. So you see, it actually sent a message. It actually sent a message to Beatrice. I hope this message finds you well. I'm having a birthday party on Tuesday at 8 p.m. and I would love for you to join me in celebrating. Let me know if you can make it best. So you can actually add this customized prompt in the AI agent to sign all your emails with your name. And then you see it worked. He actually sent the message. So coming back here, no, here, let me remove this because if you noticed, the message was sent in all caps because of that instruction for it to be in all caps. But yeah, you can see that you can easily like automate this. So instead of you to have to sit down to write emails, you can literally just use voice or text to tell your assistant to literally like come up with emails for you, and then you focus on other things that are more important. Okay, so let me just move on to the next tool that I want to add. The next tool that I want to add is the calendar tools now, because is a tool that is actually very important to me, and I like to add everything I do in my calendar. So I'm going to say calendar, and then I would say events. Yes, so create a calendar event. So I'll say create a calendar event. So select calendar from now. As before, you can add a new calendar. Um, you can connect to your Google Calendar. So I'm going to and then come back. So you've been able to create, you've been able to connect your calendar account. So the next thing you want to do is select which operation. Create is to add an event, and then select the calendar that you want to add. And then the start date, you can leave start date now. You can, oh, okay. So this start date is when the event is going to start, and this is when it ends. So you can just use AI to fill this up. This is because for you to fill it up by yourself, you need to know how to exactly like get the exact details, and it can be a bit tricky. So you can just tell it to be automatically defined by the model. So you define it inside of your message or your voice notes to the AI agent. So I'm just going to save this and bring this down. Remember, you can change the names of this different stuff. So I'm going to say add a meeting with lesson to my calendar. I can be more specific and say add a 30 minutes meeting with blessing to my calendar today by 7 p.m. So I'm going to just test it. So I already sent the message, so it's going to create. So let me check my calendar. So I don't have anything on my calendar today on this account. So I can't see it. So let me check it and see. The day work has been scheduled for today by 7 to 7 p.m. So you can see the start date, you can see the end date. But then I can't see it in my calendar. Why? Why can't I see it in my calendar?
We add any field extra. So you should hear that it's confirmed, but I can't see it in my calendar. So let me just refresh again. Now try again. Resource, calendar, availability. Okay.
So it says it was successful. John has been successfully created. Let me check. Yes. Hopefully this is the last. So I'll say again to John.
Let's see how it works. So it says it has been successfully added. Hopefully it should have been added. I don't know, why can't I see it in my email, my calendar? Oh wait. Remember the year was 2023. So let me just check and see. It was added that day. So I'm definitely doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. Hmm. I'm doing something wrong. So let me try. Let me try debugging what is wrong. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why it is not working. You know the start date is 2023, 20th of.
Look at imagine. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's created it. Anyways, so I'm going to edit the AI agent to be very specific, about the message that it should, the time rather. So I'm going to add here that you also have access. You know what? Let me just copy and paste it. Um, so you also have access to a calendar create tool that allows you to create a calendar event in my Google Calendar. So make sure to set the start and end time correctly, including the title. Here is today's actual date. So I put in this now as the date for today so that it is able to like properly like get the date. So let me test it again and hopefully it works this time around. um I'll just delete and test. So let me test it. So I'm going to see, choose the first one, add the 30 minutes calendar blessing to my calendar. So let me just add something. Business meeting, 30 minutes business meeting blessing to my calendar today by 7 p.m. So I'm going to just try it. Let's see if it works. So it says that I've scheduled a 30 minutes business meeting with Blessing today at 7 p.m. Here's the details, start and date. So let me check my calendar now. Hopefully it works. So no, I have to go back to 2025. Ask me later. So you can see that it actually added it, but it didn't add a title. It didn't add a title. So let me see if I can make my prompts better. Um, Add a 30 minutes meeting. So let me send the voice note instead. Please add a 30 minutes meeting with Blessing titled Business Meeting About the Movie for 7 p.m. today. 7 p.m. today. Thank you. Was that message clear enough? I hope it was. Well, let's just wait a bit and see. Let's just wait and see. It's taking a while to send. Did it work? I didn't get a response. Executing workflow. I can't see where exactly it is. Okay, can't connect to. So I'll delete this. Let me send another voice note. Okay, first of all, let me test workflow. Okay, so it has sent this one. I've scheduled a 30 minutes meeting titled business meeting about the movie. So let me check my calendar. Hopefully it works. The title is not showing. Why? Title is not showing. It's not showing. But then you can see that it actually scheduled it. So I need to edit this. I need to edit this and I'll add field. I'll add field. So I'll add summary and I'll define it by this. So let me try again and see. Did I specify title? Make sure to set the start and end time, including the title correctly. So I said it here, but let me test again. Delete this test. Um, um, Schedule a 1 hour meeting for 9 p.m. today with Mr. Peter. The meeting is about the book launch. Okay, thank you. So let's see. Oh God, if it doesn't work this time, I'm going to. Okay, let me just be patient and see. Yay, it worked. Meeting with Mr. Peter about the book launch, 9 to 10 p.m. So you see, I was able to um create a calendar right from Telegram. So let me just add an event, add a title, test with John, and then I'll change this to meeting with blessing. So I'll save this as well. So I want to add another one that is going to actually get my calendar events. So I'm going to add another one, calendar, and this is going to be get many. So I'll choose the calendar I want it to get from, let's see, 5, and for here I can say from, if it's weekly I can set this to be weekly or daily, but let me just leave it at weekly. So it's going to get all the calendar, all the meetings I have in my calendar from now till 1 week time. So I can add, do I need to add anything? I don't think I need to add anything. So set, just to be sure it's connected to the right account. So yeah, this should work. This should work. So I'll just save it. Can bring this down furthermore. You can, or don't forget, you can change this. Just click on it, double click on it, and say create calendar event. Rename. This one should be um, fetch calendar events. Rename. This one should be send email. Rename. So let me test it now. So I want it to fetch my emails. No, not emails, my events. I can just say, please, do I have any meeting today? Please let me know the meetings I have today. And see, wait and see, wait and see. Hmm? Okay, I didn't click on test workflow. Anyways, it's what so fetch calendar events. Let me see. So you can see you have the following meetings scheduled for today, April 21st, 2025. Meeting with Mr. Peter about book launch. She even added the event link. Test with this, test with this. So you can see that with this alone, I don't have to bother about. I don't have to open any of those apps ever again. I can easily just use this to write emails, to know the emails that I have, especially for all of you that have lots of emails and you're not able to keep up with them. It can literally just tell you the emails that you have. You can do other things. You can do other things, but you can see that all of this works. So let me check my checklist and see what else. So this I've done all of this. The next thing you can do, you can actually add to send reminders or links to learning platform during learning time. Use RSS. So you can do a lot. So let me just show you. Let me just show you. So you can just click on tools and then you can search for um you can search for you can create another calendar message. You can create another calendar um tool rather that is going to create a meeting, or literally you can even do it from here. Tell it to create a a repetitive event in your calendar for one of the things that you're trying to learn about, and then inside of your AI agent you can tell it that it should remind you about this stuff at every it can remind you about this particular thing every day by this particular time. You can tell it to do that as well. You can also, what else did I put here? You can connect an RSS feed. You can connect several things. So several things. There's so many tools here that the video is already becoming too long, and I don't want it to be too long. Like literally, you can connect different to Shopify, Forms, GitHub to so many things, so many things. You can even connect all of this to your WhatsApp. So instead of using Telegram, you use WhatsApp. But then I tried doing this, but I had to get like WhatsApp API key, and it was a bit hard to get. I think the website was down as I when I was trying it, so I just left it. You can also automate that. Okay, particular weather, when particular weather is this, send this. You can connect it to, like, let's say you connect it to a form, and then you say whenever I get an email or whenever I get new sign up on this form, add the forms to Google Sheets, and then send an email to the people that subscribe using their email. Like you can do so much with this, like so much. These are the other things that I can actually do on my own assistant. But then I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to end it here. But yeah, if you found this useful, oh yeah, one other thing, you can even add like you can actually add like Twitter to send messages at a particular time, to like tweet or to like send a direct message. You can even create a flow that uses OpenAI to get particular tweets about something and then post it on Twitter at different times. Like you can do so much with this. You can do so much with this, provided that you're able to like get like your API key from your account. You can literally automate all of this, and you can even create like an agent that controls other agents. So you can have multiple workflows, like maybe one workflow for like your emails, you have another workflow for like your calendar, you have another workflow for like your content, you have another workflow for like different things, and then you have a mother AI agent that talks to all of those other workflows. So instead of Google, Gmail, to be like one of those workflows, one of these other workflows, like let me show you. Like see, call N8 workflow tool. So you can use this to call another workflow as a tool. By that, you've created a mother like manager AI agent that is managing every other AI workflow for you. So just think of the endless possibility of things that you can actually create with this tool. And please don't just stop where I stopped. Feel free to like add other things, try other tools, just play around and see what works for you. And I really hope you found this useful. If you have any suggestion on videos that you want me to make, please do well to drop them in the comment section below. And if you'd like me to do more of these kinds of videos, please do well to let me know. Don't forget that I have a weekly newsletter that I send out every week with opportunities in Web3, from job opportunities to grants, bounties, learning opportunities, earning opportunities. So please, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my weekly newsletter. Also, check the description box for links to different courses that you can take, just in case you're trying to break into tech, from data science to AI to web development and the rest of it. If you're not already subscribed, why? Please do well to subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I would see you in the next one. Bye.